Spike Lee is back with a brand new movie, and this is Highest to Lowest. This is an adaptation of a Kurosawa film back in the day. I never watched it. Now I want to kind of see, that movie for the first time to kind of compare and contrast. But that aside, the lack of promotion for this movie was really not shocking, but it's just at the same time, I don't blame them after watching this movie. So I'm 50-50 with it, but at the same time, this movie definitely deserved to get at least more promotion, more promo. I had to go to the fucking ops to watch this movie. I had to go to fucking Regal. You know how, disgusting that is? I wanted to go see this in AMC. They took it off their app for some odd reason. They had the thing there, the poster, not the actual poster, but it just kind of vanished. And I was just like, all right, whatever. And I started to put the pieces together in my head. And I was like, okay, Apple TV and A24 just really didn't care about this movie, because this was more so of like an advertisement for Apple TV Plus more than anything. And I'll get into my thoughts on why that is. So, not to go into any spoilers, because this is out right now. You can go check it out. But Denzel in this, he plays David King. He is a head of a record label, and he really prides himself on putting the artist first. He's just this huge mogul. He's everything that we thought Diddy was, or was supposed to be. This black record exec, always making sure people get the right deals. And he's at this point in his career, or at the point of the company, where he is in this position to where he wants to sell the company. But now he ends up coming up with a different idea, because he doesn't want the company to become soulless and ran by AI. He's really against that. He wants it to be about the artistry first and foremost. So he tries to make this deal to where he wants to buy his record label, pretty much, like using different assets and different things to come up with the money. And also his son Trey in this, he plays basketball. He's only like 17. He ends up getting kidnapped in this movie, and it ends up turning into this thriller where it's like, what does he end up doing in this situation? Does he give in to what these people want, or does he kind of fall back? And this whole, kidnapping part of the story is very interesting, because it makes you look at David's character much different, when there's money involved. And when his back is against the wall, he ends up having to make a lot of interesting decisions. Jeffrey Wright's character in this, he plays Paul. He's kind of like pretty much his driver, a really good friend of the family, even so much so that his son Kyle is the grandson, or not grandson, but the godson of David. And this whole kidnapping situation just brings up a lot of interesting, perspectives. But my issue with this movie is, I feel like Spike had a really good direction at the beginning, but then as the movie kind of plays out, A$AP Rocky is also in this. He plays a really pivotal part of this movie, and it almost kind of just felt goofy by the time we got to the end of this movie. I was like, man, this just feels like a big budgeted episode of Empire. If you were to just put Empire as a movie, that's what it really felt like. And that's unfortunate, because I just feel like there were some good moments in this between Denzel and Jeffrey Wright. They had some of the funniest fucking moments, had me laughing out loud, had a lot of crowd reactions to just certain things that they were just doing and just playing off each other really well. Hell, even I'll give it to ASAP Rocky. He's not terrible in this. He's not, I give him the benefit of the doubt. Even he has a good scene between him and Denzel, even though Denzel just is what really carries this film. And I don't think this movie works without Denzel at the forefront of this movie. Because like I said, just a lot of things just really bothered me. The direction is a little choppy. Some of the story is just really inconsistent, or just doesn't really feel earned. And some of the pacing is just a little bit too much. I feel like he didn't know how to really end this story properly. It just felt like the ending kept going for no fucking reason, just to kind of promote ASAP Rocky, or just promote another song. You know what I'm saying? Even though I get the point and the message of this movie, like and just the different gems, because there's definitely gems. There's always going to be certain life gems you could take away from a Spike movie, so I'm not going to be too harsh on it. I just feel like Spike is at this point where he's just kind of phoning it in. I don't really feel like there is any really creativity left. Not saying like he couldn't do that, like there are glimpses of that, but I just feel like I don't think he has it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm off, and maybe some people will absolutely love this movie. Like, I don't think it's a bad movie. I think I'm kind of just in the middle with it. I expected it to just be kind of like a return to glory for Spike Lee, but it ended up just being like an average kind of watch. But Denzel was great. It's definitely worth watching just for him and Jeffrey Wright's dynamic. But if you get to check this out in the theaters, definitely go support it. I'm not going to say don't go out and watch this, or if you just want to wait until September 5th, because that's when it's going to be out on Apple TV Plus, you can wait till then. Just make up the decision for yourself. But if you do get around to checking this movie out, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.